Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about another North Korean threat. All public information, but it's rarely talked about, though, is the chemical weapons threat. We always talk about the nuclear weapons issues, the human rights issues, and that's all important, very important. But we need to address the chemical weapons threat, and you can find it in a really good book called The Impossible State by Victor Cha, Chapter 6. And the book talks about the chemical weapons problem, and it's pages 218 and 219. Okay. As you can look into a map, South Korea's capital, Seoul, is not that far from North Korea's capital, Pyongyang. Well, North Korea has around 13,000 cannons or 13,000 artillery pieces. A lot of those artillery pieces and cannons are near the DMZ. And then they have 2,300 rocket launchers. Well, you can put chemical weapons on those cannons and on those rocket launchers, okay? And North Korea people believe North Korea possesses about 5,000 metric tons of chemical weapons. That's one of the largest. North Korea is one of the largest holders of chemical weapons in the world. So they have a lot more chemical weapons than a lot of other countries. So North Korea has a lot more chemical weapons than a lot of other countries. And when you fire a cannon, and when North Korea fires one of their cannons, okay, I'm going to read this from page 219. Okay, when they fire one of their cannons, it travels about 1/2 kilometer per second. So by the time South Korea is able to intercept that, it would take 1 to 2 minutes. So 5 to 12 artillery shells or cannon shells would hit Seoul before South Korea could intercept those artillery rounds. So South Korea and the U.S., I believe, and the book believes it too, would win the war. But North Korea could exact a heavy toll and effectively destroy 1/3 of Seoul. So people need to be addressing the chemical weapons issues because that can really hold Seoul's population hostage. Okay, and then also an expert on the North Korean military, and they quote him in 219, on page 219. He says that 500,000 rounds per hour, and so North Korea could fire 500,000 rounds of artillery per hour, and that equals 140 artillery rounds per minute. So, people sometimes dismiss North Korea. Oh, they're not a threat. They're not as much of a threat. I'm telling you, just looking at conventional books, they are. Okay? By looking at conventional books and reading public information books, I personally believe they are. So this is the chemical weapons threat that they pose. So, anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.